Okay, welcome. We're going to start this blog and video talking about the Romanian deadlift, the RDL. This is an exercise that should be done by every athlete, no matter what the sport, to some degree. If you're in a sport that's more a team sport, a running sport, probably keeping the repetitions up in around 10 to 8 range. If you're in a more power sport, probably going from 10 to 5, and in the real powerful sports like Olympic lifting or throwing, maybe you're going reps across the training year from 10s to 3s. But always start with higher reps because you've got to get your muscles used to this exercise. One of the things that seems to have a lot of confusion out there about this exercise, it is not a variation of the stiff-legged deadlift. This is a totally different exercise. It happens to look like a stiff-legged deadlift, but it's not. What this exercise does for you is it really protects and works the hamstring, the back of the knee or the knees, because it'll help stop ACL injuries. It'll also work the glutes, the lower back, and the upper back all at the same time, and in an upright, more athletic position. Rather than have you get on a bench and do leg curls for your hamstrings, this has got you in a more athletic position, and it's working the hamstrings in coordination with the glutes and the back of the shoulders, which is the way it works in reality much more than laying on a bench and doing curls. So that's what the exercise is. We're going to show you how it's done here in a minute, and I'm going to bring Suzanne in, and she's going to demonstrate the right way to do it, and then she's going to demonstrate some of the obvious mistakes that are made when they are doing it. We'll get on with it and show you Suzanne, who's a real good athlete, doing this exercise. Okay, let's have the lifter take the bar up in a clean position, clean hand position. You can also use a snatch grip or a grip intermediate to that. A lot of times I like lifters who are doing good weight to use straps holding the bar so they don't have to worry about their hand grip. First things first, your weight is balanced over your heels at all times during this lift. Shoulder are way back, retracted way back. Shoulder blades squeeze together and they stay that way. The lower back is arched hard to the lordotic side, okay? And you bend your knees just slightly. You unhinge them and they don't change as you bow over with this bar, and you keep the bar on your legs as you do so, okay? And basically, the lower limit is when your hamstrings get stretched out, you come on back. Okay? And you do it at about that speed. Go down and up again. Now, there are limiting factors in this exercise. If, for instance, you start this bow and the shoulders come forward, that's the end of the exercise. You go back up. What that's telling you is that you have a weakness across here that's got to be taken care of. This exercise will do it. You stay at a weight you can use until you can hold your shoulders back and go lower and get that hamstring stretch. The other thing that's going to happen is the lower back is going to come out as being arched and straight. If that happens, the lift is over. You come back up until you can hold that back position all the way down to when you get the stretch on the hamstrings. The other thing that will happen often, because some lifters have been told that you go down to the floor with this exercise, which is false. You go to hamstring stretch. If hamstring stretch happens to bring you to the floor and you can hold these other positions, that's fine. But let's show it with somebody bending their knees much too much as they go over. Suzanne? Okay? This is incorrect. That's taking the stretch off the hamstring, taking the tension off the hamstring, and you're not getting the work you need from the exercise. So let's have Suzanne do 2 or 3 more correct ones. And you can see that the hamstring gets stretched, shoulders stay back, back stays straight, and she stands up and down. You cannot let those knees bend more or you're going to release the stretch on the hamstring. When you get good stretch on the hamstring, that's what you want. And that's how that exercise is done. And that's one of the most valuable assistance exercises that you can do. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.